This is well east of US 131. This is also on the immediate south side of M60, which is right here. In all these places, still Parkville and Lockport, I want you in your safe place. Mendon and Wasepi and Nottawa, I want you in your safe place. Leonidas as well. And then eventually as we spill over into Branch County. So it's 8:44 now. We're just about to hit 8:44. Let's just kind of set the scene here for a moment and show you where we are. So Kalamazoo County, Calhoun County, Cass County. It'll be interesting if Cass County is ultimately removed from this. But St. Joe County, Branch County, that's our tornado watch. So we're going to have a tornado watch box here for another 6 hours. So that's sort of the global story. Now, inside of that, we have our ongoing tornado warning. The tornado warning here. Now, the northeast, let's call it quadrant, St. Joe County, and also the northwest sliver of Branch County. So those are our active tornado warnings right now. We had several, as recently as 15, 20 minutes ago. It's just two of them right now. So again, in St. Joe County, we've got another 15 minutes till this warning expires. We're not going anywhere. We'll be here. Go ahead, Kurt.
Yeah, well, why don't we do this? I'm going to talk to our director, Melissa Bosma. If you can pull up that picture, the live look from downtown Kalamazoo. And I just bring this up because, well, this is actually a live look. Yeah, we'll show both these, but let's start in Kalamazoo. And I bring this up because it has stopped raining, it appears to me, and there's even some hints of some much lighter skies. And again, downtown Kalamazoo got hit pretty hard, but was not in the tornado warning path, but it was really heavy rain, a lot of lightning, and that situation has changed. We were just giving you a little bit of look. You saw briefly of that area on Nursery Street in Lawton where a live power line had come down and there were trucks there working. So we bring that up, Jeff, because obviously this is still playing out and there could be other power lines down. That's a dangerous situation. You got to be really, really careful about.
Just assume that they're live. Always assume that
Definitely,
they're live.
definitely.
Stay away at all costs. And let's update you again here now on where our velocity couplet is. Look, Schoolcraft, you're in the clear. Three Rivers, you're now in the clear. So if this continues to on-go here and continues to exhibit this couplet, we still have it here between Nottawa and Mendon now, just west of Colon and also the Findlay area. So this is actually M66, same M66 that rolls through Battle Creek and Calhoun County and so forth. So M66 is right here on your screen, and that velocity couplet just approaching it, and just on the immediate south side of Mendon also. So we'll see if we get a radar update here, because I think one is about to come in. But I would also say this also doesn't maybe look as bad as it did 10 to about 20 minutes ago. And I'm still, as we continue to talk here, Kirk and Julie, I'm minding the chat here from the National Weather Service in Northern Indiana. There still isn't any language that, hey, we have a tornado on the ground.
Yes.
This spin up is still on the ground. So we're still operating under, there's rotation in this cell. And until we get anything else, we're going to continue to assume that it's capable of producing a tornado. And that's really the story right now.
When our early read on what's going on is just so early, we don't want to go too far with this, but we have a photographer in Van Buren County right now where the tornado warning is over. And what we've seen there is standing water. We have not found storm damage, but obviously it's hard to zero in on that early. So obviously we want to be careful with that. Go ahead, Julie.
And we've been watching for any, damage reports, anything like that. We have not seen anything so far. But, if it's safe to do so and you're seeing damage at home, please feel free to send that to us. We want to see, what you're dealing with this morning. You can do that at our Chime In page or through our Facebook Messenger. But again, make sure it's safe to do that. We don't want to put you in any harm's way, but we're trying to see what's going on out there. We know that Bill has been driving by some standing water, things like that. And then that down power line earlier that we were mentioning too.
And thank goodness school is not in session right now, because this couplet is headed right towards Colon High School. We've got a time here for you of about 9:07, Madison 9:25. We're just tracking the couplet here. We're just tracking where the rotation is right now. Madison, Batavia Center, as we go a little bit east of Colon High School and east on M86, and then Batavia, and then eventually, farther into Branch County. Our Battle Creek camera is looking rather stormy. Let's go ahead and get you back on over to live Doppler radar and show you Battle Creek for a moment. There's your live look for you. Melissa Bosma, thank you very much. And just to show you what's going on, we've got some cells on the southeast of the city, probably throwing down a little bit of hail near Ceresco. We've got another cell that's coming back into Kalamazoo County. no warnings with this cell, but we haven't heard the rain in maybe 20 minutes or so. Kirk and Julie, you think that's reasonable?
Yes.
So we've got another cell on top of downtown. Cooper, Oshtemo. This looks like this is just going to be north of Portage. But again, the area that continues to be a tornado warning and a cell that's maybe not as organized as it was 20 or 30 minutes ago, it's still attached to a tornado warning. We're going to play this as safe as possible until we hear otherwise. And again, moving here at about 30 to 40 miles per hour off towards the south and to the east. So that's the situation. There's that fresh storm track. Batavia and Coldwater and Quincy and Stringtown, eventually Allen and Camden and Hillsdale. Of course, that's Hillsdale County. That's just east of Branch County, but they're also under a tornado watch. So even outside of the tornado warning, you're still going to have issues with downpours and, as you said, standing water and maybe some debris.
Yeah, and we do have a little bit more information. I've gotten back in touch with my wife, and where we live and near the Kalamazoo-Van Buren County line, the power's come back on. We have Dish, that service is working, and she actually had to leave for a doctor's appointment, and she's been telling me there's a lot of standing water, but she's not seeing any downed tree damage in that area. And she's been along Center and Portage, which was just hit horrifically by the May tornado. So it appears they have been spared from more trouble in this case. But again, this is still playing out. The storm's still in the area. So Julie, we're just trying to figure out if anybody is facing any damage right now.
Yeah, we actually did get a picture to our Facebook page from Mara in Pawpaw, and it shows a tree split. It looks like it's downed. It looks like it might be in her backyard. So hopefully we can have our web team pull it up at some point for you. And then Amy Culver, she messaged us. She let us know that the power is out in Three Rivers. And Holly, oh wow, she just sent us a picture of standing water in Pawpaw at an intersection, and it's pretty significant.
Looks like the downtown Pawpaw area.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense because we had Bill Krupke, our photojournalist, on I-94 in the Pawpaw area. And that was when he was there, it was really heavy rain. Remember, there were vehicles on I-94 that had their blinkers on. They were driving slow. So what we're Julie's looking at a picture right now. We'll try to get it up on air at some point, but it had a good amount of standing water in what looks to us like downtown Pawpaw. Doesn't it look like downtown Pawpaw to you, Jeff?
Yeah, it does. It does. So look, our velocity couplet right now, where we think the rotation is just meeting M66. So this is the M66 that stretches between Nottawa and Mendon, and just on the south side of Leonidas and just west of Colon. Finley, just on the northwest side of Finley. Again, this is St. Joe County. 8:51 now on the clock. Look, we can hear thunder in our studios.
It's coming back up for another round here in Kalamazoo, isn't it?
Yeah, so we've got that ongoing as well. But so again, where we think the rotation is, right on top of M66 and just west of the Colon area. So we'll show you our warnings here because we're kind of marching here towards 9 a.m. and it'll be interesting to see what the National Weather Service decides to do here. So officially, in the northwest corner of St. Joe County has been cleared out of the tornado warning. So this warning has gotten a little bit smaller here. But it's St. Joe County from Mendon to Three Rivers, Nottawa to Sherman. And look, Three Rivers, you're on the west side of the couplet. So I feel better about you right now. You're in the clear. But places like Colon and Burr Oak and Madison, we've got our tornado warning now for about another 8 minutes. And we're not going to go anywhere at 9 a.m. if they decide to take that Branch County tornado warning and extend it in time and also spatially, So I think that's, kind of where we're going here. So 2 warnings at the moment anyway, till 9 a.m., St. Joe County and also Branch County. Julie, are you seeing anything else as far as outages or anything else on Chime In?
We did get another picture from Chelsea in Pawpaw, and it's of more of the flooding downtown. And in this one, it's a picture of a Jeep, and it's actually up to the bottom of the car. So It looks like it's pretty significant with what they're dealing with in Pawpaw. And I can check more of the power outages here, too. I've got the Consumers Energy outage map up. And I know we had gotten a report that folks in Three Rivers don't have power right now. Let's see, I'm loading it here. I'm still seeing, as far as Consumers Energy goes, it's still holding pretty steady. So it could just be, like we said, that delay in power outages being reported even.
Those pictures we're seeing from Pawpaw, though, that's a significant amount of standing water. We saw some standing water in Lawton earlier, and it looks like there's more water in Pawpaw. Now, obviously, we don't know how quickly it's draining and stuff, but it was in some areas that are busy with a lot of people. I also just took a look outside here, and it's dark and back up here in Kalamazoo. We're hearing thunder, very light rain as of right now, but it's gotten dark here again, Jeff.
National Weather Service just came out with a brand new statement just a couple of minutes ago out of northern Indiana. Tornado warning remains until 9 a.m. for eastern St. Joe, west central Branch counties. As of 8:49, thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located near Centerville. We know now that it's actually east of Centerville and right on top of Colon, and I would say just southeast of Mendon. Radar continues to indicate rotation. Of course, we see that as well. The tornado warning in play for the possibility of a tornado, but also 60-mile-per-hour gusts. And I want to reiterate this. Anytime you have a tornado, even if it's an EF0, number one story is the flying debris. And that's why you can't be outside, and we have to continue to be in our safe place for at least another 6 minutes here. Mobile homes, concerned about your damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles, and tree damage again. So, so we don't have a new tornado warning yet. We know that our active warning goes for another 5 minutes. So you're seeing the cell right now. We'll go back over to velocity because that gives us really the best sort of indication of where this is. And now it's right on top of M66. So it's M66 is right here. And then this is M86. So this is our velocity couplet. This is where we have our rotation. This is east of Nottawa Road, by the way. And it's also just on the northwest side of Finley and also the northwest side of Finley Road. And I'm looking at the trajectory here. This is going right towards Colon. And if we look beyond Colon, I think this is going to miss Burr Oak on the north side. But if we look beyond Colon, and I'll open up the view for you just a little bit, places like Burr Oak and also Bronson and Madison and eventually Sherwood. So you have to be on guard for rotation headed your way and maybe the possibility here of a tornado. So let's just show you where we are here. And we're going to continue to follow this as long as we have to. But tornado watch till 3 o'clock. That's Kalamazoo County, Calhoun County, St. Joe County, Cass County, Branch County. And then inside of that, we have really our 2 tornado warnings. So right now for St. Joe County, also the far western part of Branch County. And again, here that is, again, through 9 a.m. And the language continues to be radar indicated rotation. That's why they triggered that warning. And I just really want to know now, if I were talking to my fellow meteorologists out of northern Indiana, they're in sort of the Syracuse area of northern Indiana. What are you going to do with Branch County? Are you going to decide to extend the warning maybe out till 9:30? Because this is ultimately moving towards the Branch and the St. Joe County line now,
So where we sit right now is St. Joseph and Branch are the 2 counties. Van Buren, Cass, and Kalamazoo County are in the clear on this tornado warning. Doesn't mean you're in the clear weather-wise because we're hearing thunder in Kalamazoo County right now. Mm-hmm. We also want to let you know we've been showing you pictures from Van Buren County this morning with our photojournalist, Bill Krupke. He had been in Lawton and came upon a scene where there was a live power line down, so be careful of that situation. He's then going to check Decatur out, and then Julie head to Paw Paw, where you've been seeing some pretty significant pictures. Paw Paw. Yeah,
and it's interesting. I want to say thank you to Holly for keeping us updated. She's the one who had sent us that picture of the downtown intersection in Paw Paw with just significant flooding, and she just sent us a picture maybe a couple of minutes ago here, and she says it's clear now, and you can now see the pavement. So it looks like the flooding almost just moved out of there real quickly.
That's really important information because what it says, if you hang out at home for a while and don't go out right away, here's some of these issues. Not all, some of them might clear up, but have a little patience, I guess.
Right. Yeah. Take it slow this morning.
And look, we just got also some other additional good news. Branch County under a severe thunderstorm warning.
Okay.
Until 9:45. So they decided to go with a severe thunderstorm warning instead of a tornado warning. So what that says to me right now is this not exhibiting the rotation of concern that it was 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, an hour ago. So here, as we sit at 8:58 on the clock, our tornado warnings are going to expire here in 2 minutes. I'm going to continue to keep my eyes on the severe thunderstorm warning for Branch County. That warning is going to go until 9:45 for penny-sized hail, 60-mile-per-hour gust. But I'll tell you what, you take that any day over a tornado.
And go ahead, Julie.
We got some pictures from Alyssa. I hope I'm saying her name right, from Decatur. And Jeff, I want to show you these clouds. I don't know, what we're looking at here, but I don't know if that's a funnel cloud or what she's seeing there. I don't want to say anything.
No, you're
speak
fine.
out of turn here,
That
but
probably looks like a little scud. That's just kind of a low-hanging cloud. Now, that first one you had, those almost look like mammatus clouds. They kind of look pillowy a little bit there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, geez, it's the second day in a row we've had some really scary-looking clouds.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Angry-looking clouds this morning.
That's a good way to put it, too. 8:59 now on the clock. 8:59 now on the clock. And let's just kind of recap everything right now. We'll start off with a fresh storm track. We'll get you over to Velocity Scope, and we'll go from there. But let's just set the scene one more time here. So for another minute, we're still under tornado warning. St. Joe County, Western Branch County, Bronson, Bethel, Kinderhook. I want you in your safe spot. Even Coldwater, I want you in your safe spot. So that's what's going on with live Doppler radar. We'll get you back over to the velocity couplet here, which again is just starting to look a little ragged here between Findlay, Colon, and Nottawa, and Burr Oak and Sherman. So again, a sign here of, we're going to go with the severe thunderstorm warning instead of choosing to extend the tornado warning. So again, looking at velocity here, velocity couplet. We're sensing some rotation, but not nearly as strong as we were maybe even 10 minutes ago between Findlay and Sherman and Colon and so forth. So let's go ahead and jump on our map now. So there is that brand new, okay.
It's live with Kelly and Mark. Today from the new series, The Family Remix, Wayne Brady, and a Wi-Fi lesson for all as we continue live's summer school week. Plus, a performance from the rock band Crowded House. Also, stage and screen star Jane Krakowski joins Mark at the co-host desk. All next on Live. And now, here are Mark Consuelos and Jane Krakowski.
Say hi to Dave.